Yo, what up, my betting family? We back with another video here at No Limit Bets for the NBA slate of February 13th, 2023. We got a big slate tonight, y'all. We got 11 games going on, so there's definitely a lot of props to pick from. But I'm going to be bringing y'all my top 6 picks for tonight's games. Before we get started, I would like to say good morning to y'all, good afternoon, whatever time it may be that you're watching this video. Hope y'all having a good one, and hopefully we can make it a better day by winning some money. Also, if you guys are new to the channel, if you enjoy the content, or if you were able to win you guys some money by some of the picks we posted on here, please like, comment, and subscribe. It's truly appreciated. We're currently on the road to 500 subscribers, man. I appreciate all the love and support thus far, but we want to keep this train rolling to 500 and so on and so forth. So without further ado, let's go ahead and hop into today's videos, today's picks. I would like to say, though, on a quick note, hope y'all had a good Super Bowl. The Chiefs, congratulations to the Chiefs for winning it. It was a great day for me overall in the Super Bowl department here on PrizePicks. I did drop a video yesterday for my top 6 picks for the Super Bowls, and those were able to sweep. This is just one of the slips that I did put in. Went 4-2 on that one, and then we actually swept back-to-back slips on the Super Bowl. Man, it was a good day Super Bowl wise. The NBA, not so much. I'll get with that in a second. So here's my first sweep of the Super Bowl. Obviously, it included Patrick Mahomes, a free score that it had of half a yard. That was only available to Saturday midnight. But as you guys can see, we were able to sweep with that. And here goes the second sweep. This is the video posted, the 6 picks on the video posted. So definitely a great Super Bowl. Couldn't ask for anything better. Hope you guys won as well. But just to go ahead and go back to what we're here for, the NBA. I did only put 2 slips. There were only 2 games going on last night or yesterday in the afternoon. One of the slips, we were able to go 5-1 with Stewart not being able to get his rebounds. That one, I made a mistake. I did not know Pirtle was going to be playing for Toronto, their new acquisition, if you want to say that. He did play with them previously before he was with the Spurs. But all in all, we went 5-1 with this slip. But unfortunately, the slip that I did post on yesterday's videos was terrible. It was the complete opposite of that, where we were only able to go 1-4. Now, Gary Trent Jr. Was not able to play, so that ended up being a DMP, of course. The lone one that was able to hit was Derek White. But overall, there was just terrible picks. That's definitely on me. I need to do better with the picks that I'm posted on here. Jason Tatum, he had a rough day overall. I mean, in the second half, he didn't make a whole field goal. Like, it was just a rough day overall for him scoring wise. Pretty much an all-around game. He didn't have that many assists or rebounds as well. Jaren Jackson, as I did mention on yesterday's video, the only thing with him is just he tends to get into foul trouble. And sure enough, he fouls out of this game in the fourth quarter. Now, he ended up right on the hook with 15 points. So that's a tough loss. I mean, if he would have stayed out of foul trouble, he could have easily hit this, as he had 15 points. Pretty much he had the 15 points early in the fourth quarter. Then he picked up the 4th foul. He came back in around the 5-minute mark and quickly picked up his 6th and fouled out the game. So, I mean, the other picks, Bogdanovich, that was definitely a misread on my part. He went off for 33 points. Overall in his career, like I explained in yesterday's video, he was pretty much didn't have a good history against the Raptors. He didn't really have any scoring outbursts throughout his whole career that he did last night. probably only once or twice that I remember that I mentioned on the video. And then John Morant just came up short with 32 points and assists. But all in all, Super Bowl wise, it was a great day. NBA, as I mentioned, went 5-1 in one slip, and then the ones that I posted, unfortunately, went 1-4. So we look to bounce back today, get back to our winning ways, and start a winning streak. So without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and hop into today's picks. For our first pick, we're gonna take an assist prop, and we're going to go to one of the earlier games pretty much right here, the Cavs and the Spurs games. And we're going to take Darius Garland over 7.5 assists. Now, over his last five, he's only hit this once out of his last five, with two of them, their last two games, coming right on the hook with 7. They're going up against the Spurs, which we know are pretty much heading to the lottery at this point. They're not a great defensive team. They're a young team, so they're just trying to finish the season out with whatever they have available. Now, they did match up earlier this season already once, and Garland ended up with 9 assists. And overall, in his last 10 games, Garland is averaging 8.1 assists per game, and at home this season, he's averaging 8.5. Now, you add that up with the Spurs not being a great defensive team. I know this could be a potential blowout, but hopefully he's able to get the 8 assists before he sat down, if in case it is a blowout. But also the Spurs, being that they're not a great defensive team, they don't have any size down low with Jerry Allen and Evan Mobley being down there against the Spurs. I see Garland with a lot of dump offs, alleys, things of that nature, and be able to go ahead and get the 8 assists for us. So we're going to rock with that for our first pick. For our second pick, we're going to go to a rebounding prop. And we're going to go to the Minnesota and Dallas game, and we're going to take Rudy Gobert over 10.5 rebounds. Now, over his last 5, it's the same thing as Garland. He's only hit this once out of his last 5. But overall, Rudy Gobert has had a great track record rebounding-wise. Obviously, Rudy Gobert, we know that's pretty much all he does is rebound and defend, protect the rim. But in his career against the Dallas Mavericks, he's averaged 11.9 rebounds. And in his last 14 matchups, he's gone over 12 out of those 14. So he's got a good track record. Obviously, Rudy Gobert is known as a rebound defender, just like I mentioned. So I expect him to get back to his ways in this game. Dallas doesn't really have any big men that could stop him from getting the rebounds other than Christian Wood. But other than that, I think he should be able to get us 11. And in their earlier matchup this season, he did grab 15 boards. So like I said, he has had a good trend. Rudy Gobert is known for rebound and protecting, so hopefully he gets back to his ways starting with this game. So we're going to rock with that for our second pick. For our third pick, we're going to stick to the rebounding prop. We're going to go the guy right there, pretty much 2 guys before him. We're going to go to the OKC and Pelicans game, and we're going to take Josh Giddey over 7.5 rebounds. Now, he's hit this 2 out of last 5 games, with one of them against Golden State coming right on the hook. With this one, I mean, OKC really doesn't have a big man, as we all know. So Josh Giddey gets a lot of rebounds. I believe he leads the team in rebounds, averaging 8 or so. But in 5 career matchups against the Pelicans, he's hit the over 4 out of the 5 career matchups, averaging 9.2 rebounds in those 5 games. So the 9.2 is well above the 7.5 line that PrizePicks has. And in his last 10 games overall, he is averaging right at this line with 7.5. And at home, he's averaging 7.7. So the numbers overall and the history says that he should have a good rebounding game. So we're going to go ahead and rock with that for our third pick. For our fourth pick, we're going to go to a points prop, and we're going to go to the Bulls and Magic game, and we're going to take Zach LaVine over 23.5 points. Zach LaVine, he's had it rolling here recently as DeMar has been struggling. So he's hit this 3 out of last 5 games, with the last one against Cleveland coming right on the hook. Now, like I mentioned, they're going up against the Magic now. In the last 9 matchups against the Magic, he's hit the over 7 out of last 9 matchups. And in their earlier matchup this season, he actually crushed this number, hitting 39 points. Now, the 2 that he did miss in those 7 out of line, the 2 that he did miss, one of them he ended up with 21 points. And the more recent one that he missed, he ends up with 4 points on that game. Both of the games, he played under 30 minutes. And in the 4-point game, it was just a rough shooting night overall for him, where he shot 1 for 14. And again, he played under 30 minutes. So I think today he turns it up and gets us to 24 points. DeRozan, like I said, has been struggling lately. So Zach has been taking the scoring load. Him and Vucevic have been getting it done scoring-wise. So we're going to go ahead and rock with him for our fourth pick. For our fifth pick, we're going to stick to the same game. We're going to go to a PRA prop, and we're going to go to the Magic side and take Wendell Carter Jr. over 25.5 PRAs. Now, over his last 5, he's averaging 26, but he has been up and down, as you guys could see. He's only hit this 2 out of last 5. He's up and down, where one game he doesn't hit it, the next game he does, so on and so forth. So definitely not following that trend, but if we are following that trend, he should have a good game tonight. But overall, against the Bulls, his former team, he has averaged 32.1 PRAs against the Bulls since he got traded away. So obviously he tends to show up against them, kind of just show them, hey, look what you're missing out on, type of deal, But 32.1, he's crushing this line. And he's gone over 6 out of his 7 career games against the Bulls. And then they're on the road, Orlando is. So at the Bulls, he's actually gone 4 straight games over this line, hitting 35 PRAs, 35, 38, and in their most recent one, 34. So overall, he's playing great against the Bulls, and on the road as well, he's playing great. So we're going to go ahead and take him over his 25.5 for our fifth pick. And for our last pick, we're going to go to a points and rebounds prop. We're going to go to a rookie from the Jazz. We're going to go to the Jazz at Pacers game, and we're going to take Walker Kessler over 22.5 points and rebounds. Now, lately, he's been getting more minutes. He's been being more productive. And against the Pacers are not that great of a defensive team. And in these last 10 games or so, they haven't been that good guarding opposing centers as well. Now, Kessler has hit this 3 out of his last 5 games. And in the earlier matchup this season against the Pacers, where he came off the bench, and I believe he only played about 20 minutes or so, he ended up with 20 points and 11 rebounds, crushing this line. That was coming off the bench. So I believe he's still going to keep that productivity going into this game. And then also just a quick note, Miles Turner is questionable for this game, so he might play, he might not play. Miles Turner is the Pacers starting center. So if he doesn't play, I like this line even more. So that's going to be it for our top 6 picks. We look to bounce back from yesterday's horrible days. So we're going to take the over on all the picks. Really couldn't find any unders that I was comfortable with. Like I say in all the videos, Just do your own research, even if you do agree with any of my plays. Great example of yesterday. I thought they were good plays that I was posting, but obviously they weren't. It's part of the game. It comes along with the territory. So we just got to take those rough days, those terrible days. We got to take them on the chin and move on to the next day, next play. So that's going to be it for our top 6 pick. As always, we're going to go ahead and low risk, high reward, bet the $5 for the possibility of 125. Go ahead and place that entry. And that's it for today's video. You guys enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy the games tonight. And we'll be back here tomorrow. Let's get this money.